Is this thing on? Hello everybody and welcome to Infinity Evolved Skyblock with TechnoJock. Welcome back to our reactor area where I have now managed to fix last episode's pretty spectacular derp, and we now actually have the correct kind of heat vents in here and everything has been working exactly how it is meant to. So all of this is completely stable. We can turn it on. It makes a loud noise and everything is stable. It is, however, not required at the moment. Everything is off. You'll see I have this set up here. I went ahead and I made myself an MFSU. And this contains quite a considerable amount of energy in it, and it's pretty stable at the moment. It does, I think this flicks on for like the briefest of seconds just to keep this thing full, because there is a tiny amount of drain coming out of this at the moment, but not an awful lot. You can see that just the tiniest little blue line there in the kinesis pipe, but everything else is fine with it. And this is set to emit if partially filled or empty. So when it's not completely full, it will actually turn on this red alloy wire here, or it's red alloy. It's this framed kind here, so it can come down and then it attaches onto here, and everything is all cool and set up. If you're looking at my hotbar, you will see another couple of things which I made whilst I was off. First and foremost, I have made myself a new wand. Nothing hugely spectacular about the new wand. It is a gold-capped Greatwood wand. Gold caps, same as the iron caps really, and the Greatwood stuff we made previously when we made our wand, when we made other stuff to get the Greatwood planks. The Greatwood logs then just need a little bit of Perditio in the work table, and put together gives us a nice supply of 50 of each aspect. So I turned on the mob farm and I just charged it up just a couple of moments ago, so we're all good with that. The other thing I made was some mana steel shears. I have been building out this area over here with a lot more dirt so we can get trees on the go. And if we do this, you can see it doesn't use any durability of these shears because I've got a mana tablet, which actually has a little sort of fullness bar level meter across the top of the tooltip, which I've just noticed. And that's very easy to make. The recipe for these things is living rock round and attuned stone. So we know how to make all that stuff. So I thought I could get away with making that in between episodes and making a bit of progress whilst we weren't having to record. So yeah, just been going around clearing up a bunch of stuff, and we're nearly at the stage of filling this area up. I do need to do something about lighting it though. I've left the torches where they are, and obviously that's far from ideal. So we do need to do something about that, but yeah, can go along and chop those trees down at a later moment, and we'll get something sorted with that. So I'll just pop this lot in here, like thus. There we go. All of that can stay in there. So what are we doing this episode? Well, this episode, let's see. Yes, that is what we're going to do. We're going to make some EnderIO stuff. So with machine frame, basic capacitors, some aluminum and iron bars, we can make these machine chassis. And then what else? Oh yes, that's what I was wanting to make. First and foremost amongst the EnderIO machines is the alloy smelter. Pretty tricky in this situation to make. Well, it's not tricky, but long-winded. So you need 3 electric furnaces. 2 of them go there. 1 of them goes to become the induction furnace, which of course we already made with a basic capacitor and some crushed obsidian. Well, that makes us an alloy smelter. That will be extremely handy. So let's just pop it down there. We'll need that, and we'll grab that as well. We'll set this up right here, right now. And we've got power going in. Excellent. Let's see. Is this thing kicking on? It's not really, it's just keeping a little bit of tiny little bit of power going. We've got most of our power still coming from the water wheels for the time being. So yeah, that's fine. What else did we want to make? Ooh, yes, we'll need to make that. Over here, the next best thing to an alloy smelter, a sag mill. Ooh, our old friend, the sag mill. Excellent. So let's get that on the go as well, because there's one thing I need with the sag mill straight away. Now, there's a couple of things that I'm going to get going straight off the bat. I need to take care of those guys soon, but I want the sag mill going straight away because it can make us silicon. So even whilst it's charging up, we need a couple of silicon, which we will grab. And the other thing is over here. I want to get... I'm just going to grab a whole stack of this stuff. I want to make solarium. So I need to put that in there with gold. No gold. No gold? Some gold. Okay. Some gold. Let's do like that. And there we go. We'll get a full stack of gold. And once we get that cooking up with this soul sand, there we go. Full stack of gold in there with that, and we'll get the solarium going. And that will take a good while to do. Next up, right, let's have a look at the slice and splice. Slice and splice needs, yeah, shears and machine chassis and the solarium. So our final machine chassis in there, we need the solarium that goes along there, and we'll get our slice and splice, which can go, it can go here. These things definitely starting to get a little bit crowded around here. We need to get something different on the go. It would be nice if I could get some sort of capacitor to speed these up, but I think that's just a little bit beyond me. Yeah, because I need to get energetic alloy, and I need the alloy furnace for this. So we will be able to start speeding these up now that we've got these things. That's a not bad return on our investment for a stack of sand, 36 silicon. Excellent. Because what I'm wanting these things for, helpful in their own right, I wanted to get myself a farming station. Farming station from EnderIO. We need another machine chassis. Okay, I'll get that from downstairs. We need electrical steel, which is made in the alloy smelter. Iron, coal dust, and silicon, which we needed. Diamond hose, easy enough. And then we need pulsating crystals. We need more diamantine electron tubes. Fine. Okay, can do that. Signalum, we've got pulsating iron though. Pulsating iron is iron and ender pearls, which we now do have thanks to our mob tower. And then the Z logic controller, or for the Americans amongst you, the Z logic controller. And more silicon, more of that solarium in the slice and splice. So yeah, that's why we needed that funny looking thing. So we're nearly there with this, just a tiny little bit more, and we'll have the 5 that we need for that. There we go, perfect. In that one, yeah. And there we go, perfect. Exactly as we require. So slice and splice goes down there. Power can go there to, yeah, we'll just do it across the way like that. And that is getting power. So we need some sort of axe and some sort of shears. I don't think these what do they? Oh, I wonder if that's surely not going to work. And some sort of axe. Well, a diamond axe is probably going to last the longest in there. Do I have any sticks in here? Not. Yes, I do. So some normal sticks, some diamonds like that. Diamond axe. We're good for diamonds at the moment, so that should be okay. Now, we're going to need 2 silicon in there. We're going to need a zombie head, 2 of those solarium, and some redstone. Let's go over. I thought that one had actually got out there. Let's turn this off for the time being. because it sounds like it's getting a little bit busy in there. And we need a zombie head and redstone. That'll do. And I'm going to take a good few ender pearls now. We need some of that pulsating iron. We'll take one at the moment. Sounds like it's unfriendly in there at the moment. So yeah, we'll need that and that and some of that. We'll put that in there for later, I think. We've got enough to be getting on with just now, and that is going to do its business. Be interested to see what happens with these, how much damage that's going to cause them. I would prefer if it didn't cause any damage to these ones, but so it took a little bit of damage off, but if we put them back in our inventory, hee goes back to normal. Do we get a mana steel axe? Mana steel axe? You know we do. We do. Oh, we could cheat outrageously. That'd be really good. Let's do that. Let's do that. That sounds like a thing I would do. Excellent. All we need to do is just occasionally take them out of there. Not in there. We've not got any mana, not any wood. We can use this wood. And we'll take this stone up. I really need to sort out my inventory as well. Like this. Perfect. Let's go around here. Let's go that in there as well. Actually, does that live in there? Or does it live in here? I think it lives in here because that's more Britannia stuff in there, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, it does live in there. Okie dokie. Right, so we do have living wood. Right, well we need 2 of those. Like that. We've only got 1 mana steel. But we've got more iron over here. No, I took it away from here, didn't I? Yeah, there was a couple of zombies had iron on them for some reason. And I couldn't remember if I still had that there. Well, let's just take a whole stack of... Really? Oh, I need to cook up some more iron then, apparently. I need to get that on the go. And pop that in there. Perfect. And let's get this. Excellent. So that can go in there quite happily. Very happy that this works. Excellent. So we have our Z-Logic zombie controller, which will go at the bottom there. Apologies if you can hear that plane landing, but that's what happens when you live next to an airport. Let's go downstairs. I think I've got another machine frame under here. I do. Still got that resonant one, but I've got a plan for that. And that plan being the QED. Right, I need some more of those basic capacitors, don't I? Right, so I need, what, 2 of them? Yeah. 2 of those basic capacitors. Like that. We're going to need to split a signalum down into nuggets. Like that. And then in here, like that, gives us 1 machine chassis. Machine chassis like that. We need the pulsating crystals as well, which is the diamantine stuff. So we need 5 diamonds, 2 redstone downstairs in the thermionic fabricator. Am I popping a bit? Excuse me, there we go. Like that. Put that in there, not even though we didn't need it. Okay, this will sort that out. And let's have a look at the farming station again. Just checking the recipe. So we need that electrical steel, a diamond hole, and then these things. So we've got the signalum, we'll get the pulsating iron. That is that done. We've got what we need there. Turn that off. Thank you. Up here we'll get... Oh, I just went and got rid of all the iron, didn't I? Let's go back in here, do that. Let's put that into there. Grab a little bit of iron, just a little bit, and we'll grab that out. So we need one of that with one of that to make a pulsating iron. Now I need to find, I'm pretty sure I've got some pulverized coal somewhere. I do. Pulverized coal and then one more iron. I'm rapidly running out of anything anybody could remotely call inventory space. And this should be good. Right, that along with that and that will make us electrical steel, but I suspect that will only make us one. I'd be very surprised. Yeah, it's 1 to 1. Okay, so I need some more coal pulverized up or sag milled up. Don't suppose it really matters which I use. So I need another 3 of this. 2 and 3. So how's everybody doing? Everybody well? I'm particularly well. I've just had a nice day in the sunshine. Let's just do all 4. Yeah, it's been a particularly nice day here. I suspect I've got a little bit of sunburn. Because I'm Scottish and that's what happens. But yeah, very nice day. Nice barbecue. Fun was had. A number of funs were had. Right, okay, we got that. Let's get the hoe on the go. Really? Am I completely out of inventory space? Oh yeah, I'm going to come to that in a second, but yeah. Oh, diamonds. Really? That's me getting that now? Right, so 1 diamond hole, get along here, diamond hole at the top, electrical steel goes there, and the 2, no, we need the pulsating iron. That's what we need. Let's go in here. Pulsating iron goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, and then we go same diff around the side like that, along with these gives 2 pulsating crystals. Diamantine electron tubes can go in there, and I will look at that and just shudder at the ridiculousness of my inventory system. And I use the term system in the loosest possible sense. We're doing okay there, that can keep going, and this will be done in a second. Not this second, but maybe the next one. Yep. How are we doing? We are there with our farming station. Superb. Okay, so we can go along and we can put this down. And I did do this so it should be the size for a full size one. So if we've got a octadic capacitor in here, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15 across. So I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 would be there. That's the middle, isn't it? Isn't it? Or is it? No. So is it here basically? So then we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and then this one. Okie doke, let's pop it there with our lumberjacks. Oh, that's nice. So is that where it goes? Is that really where it goes? Am I making things up? Am I ridiculous? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Yeah, so 7 on each side. So yes, yeah, that is correct. Okay. Obviously, we need to wire this in some manner. So let's get on and do that. We're going to need to get A, power to it, and B, get all the stuff out of it. But power to it is the most important thing at this point. Chuck that on the ground for the moment. Right, and if I pull that up, right, Can I not? That's inconvenient. Right, let's get out of here and we'll sort out wire over to that in just a moment, I think. So that can go in there, get more dirt out. We can maybe think about finishing this area off. Now, I don't have a sort of access way underneath here as yet. It is still a little bit a work in progress, I suppose. But we can do this. We're going to have enough. Yes, we are going to have enough. And if we can possibly go over here, there we go. Right. Let's get rid of some of the stuff that's in my inventory. In fact, let me come back in a moment once I've got this bit wired in. Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Right, just got it all powered up. This needs an axe and shears or something as well. So perhaps if we get another one of those axes, well, we'll grab the one from the slice and splice just now, just to check and make sure and see what happens. We'll take both of them over, because why not? And we'll see how this fares. Obviously, it's going to grab an awful lot of wood if it works. What happens? That's not going to do anything. Wow. Well, that did a lot. It used a lot of energy as well, but that's fine. Perfect. And this is just going to do its own little thing at the moment. But we do need to do something about the lighting over here. Now we can't stick anything on top of this. It doesn't appear that that works unless... I have had an idea about my magic stuff, because... Let's have a look again at Nitor. And we could put Nitor on top there. Nitor is Potentia, Ignis, and Lux in 333. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, it was Lux from normal torches and Tinker's torches for the other ones. Let's go grab one of those. We need some stone. That we can do. So we can do... Why don't we just grab 2 wooden sticks as well, and that way we can get 4 coal, and hopefully that will actually add up to something sensible. So we get 8 of those, 8 of those. So Tinker's torch. Oh, I thought it was something else. That's not what I was thinking it was. I thought that gave something completely different. Okay, well we can do it a different way. Where's my... oh, there it is. One Lux. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Don't know why it was showing the wrong thing a second ago. It definitely was, wasn't it? So I need 3 of those and 3 of those, plus 1 bit of coal. So I can make 2 lots with a couple left over. So let's grab 2 coal. And let's get some Nitor. And light that area up. Ow. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. That has not given me what I wanted. That, yeah, 1, 2, 3. That's right, isn't it? Lux, Ignis, and Potentia. Lux, Ignis, and Potentia. Let's just bring them all in. That has not worked. Okay, I think this might be something weird going on with the mouse over of that. Let's have a look and see in aspects of magic. Let's have a look at Potentia or Ignis. No, it says it's got it on the Tinker's torches. Weird. Oh, I'm a colossal derp, aren't I? Yeah, glowstone. Oh, sometimes Hopefully I'll be able to get some of this working. A compressed creeper. That sounds like something I want no part of. Right, at least we've got our 2 nitor. I don't want to even consider what's in there. Let's just get rid of all the fluxy nastiness. And it's in the gas form, so bye-bye. That can go away. I'll put this into there. We'll sort that out. Yeah, still need to make the rest of that. But let's go like that. Put it on top there. Excellent. This area should be nice and lit up. I can get rid of that. And I'll nab one bit from the corner, will I? Yep. Let's put that in there. And we should... Yeah, we've got no... If I put this... No, I'm okay for there as well. I'm pressing F7 and I'm not getting anything. Of course, this is quite close to the edge here for the mana glass as well. What about there? Yeah, we've got some there. But we can put torches next to the edge here. And that will save us our blushes for that. Excellent. And is this close enough to the edge that... Yep, mana glass is going to take care of that and that. Excellent. Here, how are we doing? Excellent. So we'll fill in all of this bit. We just need to make sure this bit along here is kept nicely lit up with torches. Superb. Okay, we're going to have lots of this, and wow. Let's just go like that and take that out of there, put it into our hotbar, and it's rapidly repairing itself, but we do need something on a more long-term basis, I think, for that. But in the short term, we are good for all of this stuff, which means I can quite easily make a lot more storage, which was primarily what I was thinking about when I devised this kind of plan. That and being able to make an awful lot more dirt more quickly, like that. But yeah, I need to come up with something for an axe, which will be the next time. So, EnderIO, tick, it is done. Reactor's all good, we've got our new wand, we have gotten a semi-automatic tree farm. But one thing I was wanting to do before we disappeared was the slimealizer that I had is a handy little tool that allows us to find slime blocks, or slime chunks. If I turn on the chunk borders, you can see that the inside of this little platform that I put down here is inside a particular chunk. This is a slime chunk, as you can see, down below level 40, I think it is, of these. Slimes will happily spawn regardless of light level. So this is all nicely lit up using mana glass, and as you can see, all these lovely slimes are spawning down here, and I can come down and harvest them to my heart's content and get as much slime as I require. So there's that. Until the next time though, yeah, make sure you have a funs. Bye-bye.